let this be a normal field trip? With a friend? No way!
Cruising on down Main Street, you're relaxed and feeling good. Next thing that you know, you're seeing octopus in the neighborhood. Surfing on a sound wave, swinging through the stars. Take a left at Joey Teston, take your second right past Mars on the magic scuba. Alligator nostril, climb on the magic scuba. Spank a plankton too.
Take that!
On our magic scuba, drop the river of lava. On magic scuba, such a fine thing to do. So strap your bones right to the seat. Come on in and don't be shy. Just to make your day complete. You might get baked into a pie on the magic scuba. Step inside, it's a wild ride. Come on, right on the magic scuba.
I'm really looking forward to our trip to the Red Top Sugar Museum and Refinery. At my old school, we never got to go to the Sugar Museum. We never got to learn about the process of how sugar is being made.
Yeah, it might be one of the most normal trips Miss Frizzle has ever planned for us. Thank goodness. Oh no! What is it, Dorothy Ann? According to my research, they don't let anyone in the refinery who isn't a worker there. Now how will we learn how sugar is produced?
I'm gonna go tell Miss Frizzle.
Well, that is quite a setback, DA. I really wanted you kids to see the sugar manufacturing process. Maybe we still can.
Oh no, Miss Frizzle, please don't tell me.
That's right. It's time to take chances, make mistakes, and get messy.
Ugh, I knew I should have stayed home today.
To the bus!
But, Miss Frizzle, how are we going to get to the refinery? They don't let anyone but the workers inside.
Well, we won't have to teach this bus any new tricks. We're going to shrink ourselves to the size of a sugar crystal, a process I like to call sugar crystal-size-ation.
And they can't kick us out if they can't see us.
Seatbelts, everyone! Woohoo!
If this is sugar, why do the crystals look so big? They have all this brown gunk all over it.
This isn't brown gunk, it's molasses. It's a sweet syrup that we use for baking, like gingerbread cookies. I couldn't have said it better myself, DA. This sweet molasses we'll see later in the refining process. Right now, we're undergoing a process called affination, where the raw crystal that's been refined from sugarcane is undergoing a process to remove this molasses.
Molasses? Isn't that what I need if I don't have 20/20 vision?
Carlos! Miss Frizzle, if the refining process is supposed to make the sugar whiter and finer, why is there more molasses around us now than before? Well, according to my research, during the affination process, more molasses is added to the raw sugar crystals so that it makes it easier to remove. Think of it this way. Have you ever tried to peel an apple with your fingers?
At my old school, we never had to peel apples with our fingers. The lunch lady did it for us.
Exactly, because it's not thick enough. So the refiners add more molasses to the raw sugar crystals, and it makes it thicker and easier to peel off, like an orange. What's happening? It's so hot in here.
Class, we should get back in the bus. We're starting to melt. Liz, go put the heat shield on.
Melt? I thought the process of sugar refining created a solid white granular sugar, not liquid. Well, according to my research, the raw sugar has to be melted down to a liquid form to take out any of the impurities before it can be recrystallized. But what are those white particles attaching themselves to the small particles of residue and carrying them off?
Those are chalk particles. They bind themselves to the tiny particles of debris and make them larger so they can be refined out.
Well, I guess you could say it's chock full of chalk particles. Get it?
Carlos!
It's not very white, is it? I know it's liquid, but it doesn't look like the sugar I have at home.
I guess decolorization is the next step in the sugar refining process. It looks like we're headed into the char cisterns right now.
I couldn't have said it better myself, DA. Historically, bone char was used from cattle bones to decolorize the liquid sugar. Now, most plants use activated carbon filters to achieve the same effect.
Now the liquid sugar is completely clear.
Now that we're in the clear, so to speak, who can tell me what the next step in the refining process is?
Whew. It's getting awfully hot in here again. What's going on?
Oh dear, Liz, what's the problem? Is it the mesmer globber, or the dewdinger, or both?
I think it's the heat shield. Liz just pressed the button and it's not working. And according to my research, we're in the vacuum pans and about to be boiled.
Boiled? How much boiling does this process have? Haven't we even boiled enough?
No need to fear, class. I'm gonna go check it out. Stay here, Liz.
Liz, can you get us out of here? According to my research, if we get out of the vacuum pans before the boiling starts, we can go through the centrifuge and get out through packaging.
Whoa!
That could have been us in those packages. I knew I should have stayed home today.
Miss Frizzle, how did you get out of there?
Well, I was able to put on my heat-proof suit and went through the rest of the refining process, just like you guys did with Liz. Though I am still a little bit dizzy from the centrifuge. I do think, though, that was quite the educational trip, don't you?
Yeah, learning about the sugar refining process from the beginning was really interesting.
We could have been melted. I'm just glad we're back in the classroom looking at sugar from a distance.
Miss Frizzle, how is brown sugar made? It looks like the raw sugar we saw at the beginning of the refining process.
What an excellent observation, Phoebe. Well, raw sugar is a sugar crystal covered in molasses and debris. Brown sugar is a sugar crystal having gone through the entire refining process and then with molasses added back in for color and flavor.
Please, no more talk about how sugar is made. I'm still having flashbacks to when we were almost boiled.
Well, I guess that Arnold feels that today's field trip was sucrose for comfort.
Is this the magic school bus? Is this the magic school bus? Magic school bus? Magic the magic school bus? You mean magic school bus? Magic school bus? Magic school bus? Magic school bus? I wonder what the magic school bus? Oh, we should have followed the magic school bus.
Hello?
Is this the magic school bus?
Yes, this is our producer.
So, you guys mentioned sugarcane at the beginning of the episode, but what about beets? Can't you make sugar out of those?
Well, you're not wrong. Actually, sugar cane and sugar beets make the exact same product. Once they're refined, they're both sucrose, which is granulated sugar.
So, why didn't you show how beets are refined in the episode?
Well, see, the problem with that is that sugar cane and sugar beets, though they make the same thing, are refined completely differently, meaning that you need two different refineries. So we couldn't show both of them in the same place. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Thanks for calling.